Hey guys, today is going to be a speed build on the Laundry Day stuff pack. Now, honestly, from what I've seen, this seems like a really good expansion pack. I've never played it in gameplay, but I've only built with it so far, but from just building with it alone, I can tell it's a really good expansion pack, because I like some of the features that it came with, some of the furniture and stuff. And honestly, because I'm a fan of adding laundry rooms to your house, and before this expansion pack came out, I'd always try to be creative in adding a laundry room to the house, but I'd have to use my imagination because they didn't have the laundry, the washing machines and stuff, although they had hampers, but they didn't have the washing machines and stuff. So obviously I had to use the I had to be creative using all this stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff in the game. I had to use my imagination. But now that they came out with the stuff pack, I'm actually glad that I could actually make it into a laundry room, not some make-believe laundry room. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I did that. So I'm glad that I'm very excited to test it out once I'm done with this build and actually play it with my family. But anyway, I like this build because even though it's a small house that I was inspired by, that I had seen on Google, I like the end result. I'm really confident on how it came. I like how I was able to come out with such a good product through trial and error of trying different things. I was trying out different paints, testing out different door colors and stuff. And honestly, I'm feeling really good about this. The landscape, oh my gosh, this whole build took me an hour, 2 hours to build. But honestly, once I'm done with this, you're gonna see that it was well worth it, honestly. And the reason what it took me so long, it usually takes me long in a lot of my builds, is because honestly, the biggest con of Sims 4 is that they don't have the thing in Sims 3 where you can customize your own special color. There's these few fixed colors that you can only use, which is just so I don't know. And some of the colors aren't that good, so it's you have to keep trying out different things, and it's just certain things just won't go with the house just because of those colors. But that's one of the biggest cons of Sims 4, honestly, in my opinion. Because I keep it real, but that's one of my biggest cons. But aside from that, I was still happy with the end result. I mean, I like the build. It was still a really good build that I did. I was playing around with the roof a little bit. I even played around with the roof colors and stuff. And then you're gonna keep seeing me change the color scheme until I come up with one final decision. And I think that decision was it was wooden, it was more wooden. But either way, I'm very pleased with the end result. I know I keep saying it, but it's because I like how it looks, honestly. That thing looks so amazing. It's not even funny. I'm not even trying to sound funny. I'm not even trying to be on some cockiness. It's so I like how I basically tweaked it for a starter home, because this was originally supposed to be a starter home. I mean, you could still technically call it a starter home, but it's one of those high-end expensive starter homes. It's 60,000 or 70,000 simoleons. Yeah, because somehow I went over the limit. But yeah, either way, it's still a nice starter home. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, a kitchen, and a living room. And of course I add a backyard, and later on in the video you're gonna see that I add a pool and the barbecue area and stuff. Really nice. It's a really good house, because honestly, I one day want to live in LA, California, and I like those type of I've seen a lot of those small houses there that are 1 story, but they're really nice with a pool in the back. I somehow also got that idea from seeing those type of houses. I like to design I like to be creative with one story houses. Even though I also build 2-story houses too, but the 1-story houses I'm really creative with, because they're so tiny, and yet you can do a lot to make it look so you can to look at make it look so like beautiful, you know. So yeah, I'm playing around with the landscaping. Honestly, the landscape, yo, that thing, it took me so long to do that. Like it took me at least an hour. Usually my builds are around like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours the most, but not even 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I mean, it all depends on what I'm building, really. But you know, maybe if I was trying to build like Hogwarts or the White House or some type of monument type of build, of course that'll take me for like ever, take me years to do. But regular like houses usually just take me like 2 hours, about an hour. But you know, I'm so good at this though. Not even saying that as a understatement. I mean, not even just saying that to be on some cockiness. Like honestly, I ended up taking those like little like fences out because you know I felt it just wasn't going with the house. Like I mean, it looked nice, but it didn't go with the house. So that's why I kind of just took it out, you know. And then for the pavement in the front of the house, I made it just like I made it more whatchamacallit. I widened it more and made it connect to the back entrance of the house because you know I liked the way it came out, you know. So yeah, I play around with the inside of the house, you know. I basically I play around with the colors of the house, put some lights. First I think I started the bathroom first, then the laundry room. Yeah, you're gonna see me do all of that in a few. Yeah. The bathroom I kind of kept simple. The bedroom I sort of just kept simple. I made it into an office slash bedroom. You're gonna see that like in a few. The living room, you know, I made it nice. The kitchen too, I made it very simple. But I'll explain in a bit like why like I made the kitchen the way I made it, you know. So yeah. So yeah, I'm going on with the bathroom so far. Yo, honestly, I'm so like proud of this build. This is like one of my favorite builds that I've done so far. Like honestly, the laundry room looks spectacular. I don't even think that's even a word, but whatever. Yeah, I like what I did with the laundry room though. The window I kind of just took out because I just wasn't really feeling it that much. I don't know, it just wasn't my style. So yeah, so as I'm finishing up the laundry room, honestly, like I like the way I did it. Like, you know, yo, like honestly, I am so pleased with the end result. Like it's such a beautiful house, honestly, in my opinion. Like the house is like amazing, honestly. This is like one of the nicest like mini like 1-story houses that I've built so far. Like not so far, but like this is like one of my favorite ones that I've built, you know. Okay, so as I'm building the whatchamacallit, the bedroom and the living room and stuff, I sort of just went simple. Like no, the living room I kind of tried to make it more nice. I went with like wooden doors and wooden windows as the theme of the house because you know, I don't know, it just suited the house a little bit better. So you know, that's what I did for the most part. Okay, so the kitchen, originally I was gonna make a big kitchen, but it took up too much space, and the living room didn't have enough space. So that's the reason why I just kind of like didn't like bother to make it so big. And then I was gonna initially put like a setup with the dining chairs and stuff. Like I don't know what it's called. I think it's like a bar stool or whatever where you could sit and eat. I was gonna put that like in the kitchen, but obviously it was taking up too much space, so I changed my mind. I wasn't gonna do that anymore. I just put the desk near the back door basically, and then I just made the living room just have more space, you know. Either way, it came out nice. This is a good style of kitchen, but it doesn't go with this house, so I'll probably do that in the next build I do with like a bigger house. But for now, I just didn't bother to do that, you know. So the living room, I just kind of just played around with it for a little bit, made it, you know, until I came up with something I liked. I kept playing around with the furniture, so you know, I found some stuff I liked that I felt would go with the whole theme of the house. For the most part, you know, it looked pretty nice. You know, it still looks nice. Still came out good. Yeah, it still came out pretty good. I mean, I must say. Like I am so pleased by this house. Like no, honestly. But still, I miss playing Sims 3 because Sims 3 was like a better like. Even though Sims 4 has better graphics, Sims 3 honestly was like the better game in my opinion. Like but I still like Sims 4. Though. I'm not knocking Sims 4, but Sims 3 obviously had better stuff. Like in terms of design and stuff, Sims 4 doesn't really have a lot of variety, which kind of sucks. That's why it takes me even longer to build in Sims 4 because I'm very picky with some of the styles. Some of the styles that I'm just not feeling them. Like they're just not. They're just very like, well, one fixed color. Like I'm just not feeling them. Like it just wasn't my cup of tea. So yeah. So as I'm finishing up the kitchen and the living room and stuff, and adding different like curtains and different like stuff, different type of color schemes to make sure like I even with the furniture, the type of furniture and the color of the furniture, I make sure like it matches the living room because I don't want any colors to clash for the most part. Okay, and I'm about to do the bedroom in like a few minutes. Not even a few minutes, probably a few seconds. I'm about to do the bedroom. So yeah. So I had a little end table in the area before the bedroom door, and then now I'm gonna add basically it's basically a bedroom / kitchen. That's what I did for the most part. It's not too bad. It's still pretty decent, I would say. Pretty decent, like I mean, I like it. And I ended up moving that bookshelf to like the living room because I don't know, it looked better over there, like in my opinion. I actually moved the little end table and put that there. Then I put a little crib in the bedroom because obviously if the couple wants to have a kid, then there's space for the baby. But when the baby grows up, obviously they're gonna have to move to a bigger house because what's a grown kid gonna be doing sleeping in a crib, like not enough space. But anyway, I'm doing the backyard of the house. I made the porch more of a round shape just to give it more variety. And for the landscaping, it took me a minute. It took me a while to sort of just, not a while, but it took me some time to come up with the right type of feel for it. So that's what I did. I just kept playing around with it till I got the right so I got it to look the way I wanted it to look. And with the pool, I just kind of just made it simple. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, hope you like this, and there'll be more videos coming your way. Well, yeah, hope you enjoy, and hope you like this build. Anyway, thanks, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. All right, I'm out.